Reason why I have a little bit of a smile is perhaps because we are going to see the first working day of the winter session after a deal has been reportedly struck as far as resolving the FDI crisis. Now, what we understand as of now is that the government is ready for having a debate under, as of course demanded by the opposition, under 184 with a voting at the end of the day. But the compromise seems to be that there would be no voting or in the Rajya Sabha, voting only in the Lok Sabha, because that's where the government is very, very sure of its numbers. Obviously, we know the situation in the Rajya Sabha is a little precarious, and that's why the government doesn't want to take a chance. It seems to be the middle path out, that there would be a discussion, there would be a debate, there would be a vote in the Lok Sabha, and then perhaps business can resume. That is what we are hoping for at this point of time. Could there be other disruptions? You never know, given the fact that politicians are, of course, trooping down to the well of the house with frightening regularity. So we are, of course, waiting and watching the situation as of now. But it seems that there is a little bit of movement as of now. The government finally agreeing to a vote. These are, of course, live visuals now that are coming in. Rajya Sabha, of course, as we are saying, also remains the Achilles heels. Will the opposition actually agree to a vote only in the Lok Sabha, knowing fully well that the government is going to win in the Lok Sabha? Well, Speaker has, of course, taken her chair. Let's listen into Meira.
Shri Adil Rao Patil Shivaji.
Question number 81.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
A statement is laid on the table of the House.
Thank you, Madam. The Kakodkar Committee has brought in fresh perspective in number of areas concerning railway safety. There is real danger that the report will meet the fate of many other committees and reports concerning the railway, particularly because of the huge scale of proposed investment within short span of time. Madam, I would like to know the fate of the Kakodkar Committee report, which will require around 1 lakh crore rupees, and how the government will mobilize such huge amount in short time. Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
I am grateful to the Honourable Member for expressing concern on a very important issue. The Kakodkar Committee report gave as many as 106 recommendations, all very pertinent ones relating to the important aspect of safety. And as the Honourable Member has said, ma'am, it entails an expenditure of about 20,000 crore rupees a year. That is quite an amount, but there are certain suggestions made also, ma'am. Presently, we are in process of going into each recommendation which has been made and what would be the expenditure that it would entail. Ma'am, I would not like to share the concern of the Honourable Member that it would meet the same fate as the other committees met. Maybe we are in that process of evolution. The various committees have been formed from time to time may have led this also, ma'am. We move forward, and over the years, irrespective of whether a report was formally accepted or not, the railways have been in a continuous process of taking more and more steps towards safety. And we have achieved results in that case. And ma'am, we do hope that the various sources from which this expenditure, it is the gross budgetary support also, there is a reference to the PPP model also, and external, the market borrowings, etc. Ma'am, it will be a mix of the various expenses. But I do admit that 20,000 rupees a year, 20,000 crore rupees, 20,000 crore rupees a year is quite an uphill task to manage, ma'am. But nevertheless, we shall continue to endeavor to do our best.
Second question, please.
Madam,
Please.
despite a decline in the number of train accidents in the past few years, safety on the railway was a matter of serious concern. Inadequate performance of railway was largely due to poor infrastructure and resources and lack of empowerment at the functional level. Nearly 30% of the derailment are caused by defective tracks. The supply chain of the safety item are far below the satisfactory level in most zones. Madam, I would like to know from the Honourable Railway Minister what steps are taken by the Union Government to improve the performance of the railways and provide quality infrastructures and empower the functional level so that safe and secure journey can be provided to the passengers.
Honourable Minister.
Renewal of the tracks and the review of the, before that, the review of the entire infrastructure is a continuing process. It includes, ma'am, renewal of tracks, of the rolling stock, and on a continuous basis that is being done. Ma'am, the accidents, as he said, himself acknowledged the fact that there has been a decline in the accidents. And over the years, ma'am, I would like to allay the fear of the honourable member that over the years, better quality material has been used, more sturdy rails are there. There was a time when we used to have only short rails which could not carry that much weight, ma'am. More axle load has been increased over the years. It has been taken to 22.9. We are aspiring to take it to 20 axle load, and for that you obviously require sturdier rolling stock, and for that matter the entire core assets. And I can again, ma'am, just assure the House, ma'am, that we are aware of the imperative of modernization also, because modernization would also help in undertaking various safety measures, which, including the ones which the honourable member has referred.
Shri Sanjay Deena Patil, I had called your name earlier. You were not there.
Yes, sir.
Please be
Sorry, madam.
careful in future. I'm allowing you.
All right, as we can obviously say that this is a rarity. Parliament is actually functioning, and it's 7 minutes past 11, and there has been no shouting, no sloganeering, and no trooping down to the bell of the House. We just wanted to broadcast that to just show you exactly how Parliament for once is actually functioning. Taking us through remarkable developments that are unfolding at this point of time, Karthikeya joins us now from Parliament. Karthikeya, just take us through exactly what is the deal? Because we're obviously seeing Lok Sabha function after a very long time without anybody screaming and shouting. The deal seems to be done in Lok Sabha, but what about Rajya Sabha? Why was it adjourned?
You see, the deal has not been done in Rajya Sabha, as we reported day before yesterday. The Congress is not unsure of, is not at all sure of its numbers. They feel that if there is a motion on this issue, they will be defeated. They feel that the complication is arisen because of a difference of opinion between Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party on the issue of quota in promotion. And because of that complication, they are not able to resolve the issue. And I would like to remind you that on this issue, even P.L. Punya has written a letter to then Social Justice Minister Mukul Wasek that the OBC should also be made part of the quota in promotion. So it has really complicated the matter for them in Rajya Sabha. So I would say that the truth has happened in Lok Sabha, but I don't think it's taking place in a short while in Rajya Sabha.
Karthikeya, given the fact we know the situation in the Rajya Sabha is precarious at any day and the government might not want to risk a clear embarrassment, they can take the risk in Lok Sabha and they've gone ahead and done that. Then can we say that this truce might hold? We do it in the Lok Sabha, get over it and get on with life and get some business conducted in the lower house. Is that possible, or will Rajya Sabha keep cropping up and the opposition will always say that, look, you never really had a clear vote, you just did a half-baked job?
You see, both the House have a different dynamic. Rajya Sabha is being handled by Arun Jaitley. And obviously BJP can't say that, okay, we have compromised in Rajya Sabha, but we have compromised in Lok Sabha, but for Rajya Sabha we'll take a different stand. The rules will have to be same for every political party. And I would say that this time around the onus is on the government. They need to ensure that the deadlock between BSP and SP is taken care of. But the issue of a quota or reservation is so contentious that no political party will compromise because it immediately affects your electoral constituency. And any decision which has an immediate impact on electoral constituency is something on which the parties become very, very firm. There is no compromise.
Karthikeya, a larger question also, are we actually going to see a very cohesive, educative debate in the lower house? Because, you know, as well as a lot of other journalists, a lot of this debate and hype over FDI has been built on hearsay. We don't honestly know the fact. The nation doesn't know the facts. Are we going to see that kind of a debate that should be witnessed by one and all before deciding exactly, are those big stores bad? Are Kirana shops doomed?
You see, you will have an educated debate in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha will function. But you see, the issue here is that Rajya Sabha has a problem because you have a lot of leaders in Bharatiya Janata Party. The stand which Arun Jaitley will take is not necessarily being taken by Nitin Gadkari or Sushma Swaraj. One has to understand that complication also. And that is the reason why so much of time will be taken in Rajya Sabha. And plus, no government would like to lose a vote when it is in power. Whether it is a small vote or it's a big vote, it goes in record and it really sullies the image of the government. So the government, only thing they'll try to do is to ensure that all the legislations are passed in Lok Sabha, and in case Rajya Sabha function, then unfortunately they'll be pushed through in a single day or two.
All right. So, of course, half solution as of now. We can't say that the whole issue has been sorted out, but it's good to see the Lok Sabha at least functioning as of now. It has been 10 minutes past 11 and the Lok Sabha is conducting its business. Unfortunately, the Rajya Sabha still adjourned, so we will keep a track on that situation, get you the very latest.